Hey everyone, in the next video I'm going to show you how to implement a custom log SQL queries in .NET Core XAF application and in the web in the .NET Framework web application. For achieve this, we are going to use this article from the Express, which explain how to implement in both uh, in both uh, in both types. First, we're going to do it in the netcore one. To do this, I already have an application here, simple application uh, with an authentication and a user enroll um, implementation uh, done, so we can see the queries that are executing in the background. First, we are going to check our current debug side. And as you can see, basically we only have the usual output from the debug. So now we are going to use from the netcore documentation, the netcore application. So we are going to do two things. One, we are going to need this class, this static class basically. We're going to paste here, right here. And after that, we are going to use this registration in the program. As you can see here, under the Blazor server project in the program CS, we are going to register our class. Here, I'm going to do an extra step that is not in the documentation. I'm going to modify this console grid line, and instead of this one, I'm going to use the system diagnostic debug write line. Why? Because the usually console.write line with the XAF application is not going to write in the console basically. So that's why we are using this system diagnostic debug write line. So run our project now, and you will see now the difference. I'm going to pause for a while, but it's loading. Good. Now that we have our login, I'm going to log in into the application. And now we should have in our console, we should have the queries that are executing in the background. In this case, I should have the select from role and from user. Let's see. See, now we have here which query is executing in the background into the debug uh, console, basically. Okay, this is how we implement in the .NET Core application. And in the .NET Framework, it's easier. In the .NET Framework, basically, we have here that we need only to turn on this option in this case, our web config. And in case that XPO doesn't have the value of 3, we could set this. So let's check our .NET Framework. Our framework.web project. Check here, and let's go down. And in the diagnostic section, we have the XPO is meant. So we should only uncomment this and run basically our project. I will pause until it's loading. Okay, now that we have our web application loaded, I now have here user role. So now let's go to our console and see the same way that we have in .NET Core, now we have in .NET Framework. But the difference is that it's easier in .NET Framework, but only activating this attribute under diagnostic um, section. Well, that's all for this for now. Let's see in the next video. Thank you.